And all you coffee drinkers out there, you're not going to want to hear this, so Tim, you're not going to want to hear this. Prices of the beloved little beans of caffeine going up.
Surging. In fact, the most popular kind, Arabica, is seeing the biggest rally in 2 decades, and you can't blame it all on Mother Nature. Channel NewsAsia's Toni Waterman tells us why.
Brace yourself for a major caffeine buzzkill. Prices of Arabica beans have surged more than 80% so far this year. And they're not expected to come down anytime soon as the worst drought in decades grips the world's largest coffee producer, Brazil. Growers have slashed forecasts of their coffee crop by as much as 30% in some areas. Problem is, Brazil had already planned to produce less crop this year.
In Brazil, you're having an off year in the on-off cycle for coffee, which means that 2015 production is going to be slightly lower. And then on top of that, you've got poor weather for the current crop. And that's really causing a bit of a storm.
And there seems no escaping Mother Nature. Dry weather in Vietnam and Indonesia is also pushing up prices of the cheaper, but more bitter Robusta beans. Add it all up, and experts say there could be a global shortfall of at least 120 million kilograms of coffee this year.
If the price of beans keeps jumping, you could find in a couple of months that your cup of coffee gets more expensive, especially if you favor Arabica coffee. That's the kind that places like Starbucks use. But if you're a Kopi drinker, then you're in luck because Kopi is often made with Robusta coffee. And while those beans are also getting more expensive, it's not happening nearly as fast as those Arabica beans.
For now, most sellers say they're in no rush to raise prices because many are still sitting on stockpiles of the cheaper beans. But if the dry weather persists, or if El Nino hits at the end of the year, coffee consumers could get a jolt, and it won't be from the caffeine. Toni Waterman, Channel NewsAsia, Singapore.